If you create a society, or you create a religion, or the manner in which you practice a religion compels complete adherence by everybody and anybody, you not only reject reason, you not only reject science, you not only reject Judaism and Christianity and the rights of people to believe these things, to pray as they wish, you become a tyrant. You know, we're very lucky people in this country when I think about our history compared to much of the rest of the world. Think about the founders of this country. Of course, they're attacked by the Marxists, the Democrats, one and the same, because they hate liberty, they hate the civil society, and you can see it in our streets today. You have an overlay of Marxists and Islamic terrorists. It's amazing. The Marxists and the Islamic terrorists really are partners in many, many ways. Look at communist China with the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran. Look at our college campuses filled with democratic socialists and so forth, radical Marxists who hate America, as well as the Hamas Nazi network in this country, all through our colleges and universities, tenured professors. One thing they believe in is the hate for America, the hate for liberty, the hate for our founding, and of course the hate for Jews. Now, I want to get into this a little bit when it comes to our history. This is why it's important to really understand American history. The effort at critical race theory and all the rest of it, 1619 Project, is to destroy our roots, to destroy our foundations, to destroy our moorings from our principles. So we become like the animals that the Marxists and the Islamo-Nazis are. But we don't throw in with them, because those of us who understand American history, those of us who are people of faith, those of us who have a religion that's not a throwback to the 9th century, those of us who have these principles resist this, which is why they try to demean us, character assassinate us, and ultimately destroy our society. Look at John Locke. John Locke's best writings in the 1500s. Look at Montesquieu, pretty much the same, slightly later, but not much, they overlapped. John Locke is the most read philosopher by the revolutionaries, by our founders. And Montesquieu is the most read philosopher by our framers during the constitutional period. But they weren't the only ones. They looked at Aristotle and Cicero, they looked at Plato and rejected Plato as they should have. They looked at Socrates. Of course, much of what Socrates had to say was written down by others. These were smart men. And not only that, the vast majority of them believed in the Judeo-Christian ethic. Look at the First Amendment of our Bill of Rights. Not just the right to free speech, not just the right to a free press, the right to freely exercise your faith, your religion. How many countries put that in their founding document, if they have one? Almost none that I'm aware of. You have these Islamo-Nazi regimes that are set up, and they tell you what the faith is. It's a fundamentalist faith. They tell you that everybody's going to adhere to it, or they're going to be obliterated in one form or another. That's not what happened in this country. You know, in America, the overwhelming majority of our founders and framers were Christians of one form or another, Christians. And there's nothing in the First Amendment that says the nation's religion is Christianity and all shall abide. That's why when you're a minority in this country and you have a minority religion in this country, if you're Jewish or Hindu or Buddhist or even atheist, you should kiss the ground you walk on. Because only in this country, is the respect in our governing document, in the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights, for everybody's freedom of faith or no faith. If you create a society, or you create a religion, or the manner in which you practice a religion compels complete adherence by everybody and anybody, by everybody and anybody, you not only reject reason, you not only reject science, you not only reject Judaism and Christianity and the rights of people to believe these things, to pray as they wish. But you become a tyrant, a fundamentalist, and in some cases, as we see now, a subhuman. You kill for your belief system. I don't mean in defense of it. You mean to impose it. Much like the Marxist philosophy. Paradise is right in front of you if you surrender your liberty, your free will, your thinking process, your values, your beliefs, your family, history, and you just participate in overall destruction. And out the other end, we're told, the other end is the light. Marxism, responsible for the death of 100 million human beings and the enslavement of billions. Well, what is islamonazism, as I call it? Fundamentalism. It's no different. You either comply with the demands of those who claim to speak for God through Muhammad, or you are to be killed. Now, that is not what we call mainstream, Muslim practice, but it is the practice of Islamists, Muslims, throughout major parts of the world. Major parts of the world. That's why Israel is not seen as a legitimate country, an intruder. That's why the Jews must be obliterated. They must be extinguished because, according to those who speak for God, God demands it. Otherwise, there will not be paradise on earth. These are dangerous ideologies that have resulted in the deaths of tens of millions of human beings.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.